What's going on, guys? Black Scout Survival Late Night Live. Thanks for tuning in. I saw in the comments, Rhonda, congratulations on being here live. This is your first live, you said. And a guy named Joseph, thanks for tuning in live. Anyway, if you don't know, I saw somebody comment when we post a live, it takes a few minutes to actually, once it posts, for us to actually come on. This is like part of the streaming software we use. Anyway, let's get into tonight's business. I don't know, how you can be a Democrat and be pro-gun. I really don't. Like I've known guys that are Democrat and pro-gun. I don't know how you can really be one because literally they want nothing to do but take your guns from you. That's their life, right? And so I used to be friends with a celebrity a few years back. You guys would know him, actor and stuff like that, and he's into guns and survival and things like that. But he never spoke politics until the BLM rampage and all that kind of stuff, and he became very anti-Trump and stuff like that. And Mark Fellis, welcome. Mark's in the house, and so anyway, when he started the rhetoric, like just repeating what CNN said, I quit talking to him, quit being friends with him, and anyway, the other day, I saw him posting about, I can't believe, they're trying to take guns. They're not going to take my guns and all these sort of things. Like, dude, you literally voted for this. Like, you literally um, were helping in this. Like, Democrats are trying to take your guns. So anyway, they say that guns are the problem. You always hear that the school shootings, stuff like that. That guns are the problem. That we need to restrict guns, but and that no kids will be harmed if we don't have guns. Well, actually, in China, 3 people were killed and 6 others wounded after a knife attack at a kindergarten in China took place Wednesday morning. This 48-year-old male entered a school in Jinchi province and began stabbing children and a teacher. He has not been apprehended. He's still at large. It's unclear what motivated him and to carry out the attack. Police have vowed to locate him, and they're trying to hunt him down. So anyway, so guns, a knife was used, right? So guns aren't the problem. People are the problem, right? There's always going to be bad people. Well, there's no guns in prisons and people get killed. Nelson, thanks, sir. But it's in China, dude. Communist China. So let's talk about the Pelosi trip to China. We did a video a few days ago talking about the potential World War III. China's posturing, threatening, talking about if you play with fire, you will perish by it, and these sort of things. And the populace has been split on it. I've heard people saying that they were for her going. A lot of people saying they were opposed to her. Well, all sides now always kind of cite them because they'll talk about from the left, news agencies from the left, and the right and the center. And what you'll see here is the center from the center is that here in Taiwan, here's a Taiwan chill pill for your Pelosi-induced anxiety. So they're kind of throwing Pelosi under the bus. The right, conservative media saying, bravo, Speaker Nancy Pelosi, we must stand with Taiwan. And then why Pelosi's visit from the left is why Pelosi's visit is utterly reckless. So you can see the media split. Like, so more conservatives are like, basically for her going, and the Democrats are against her going. You see, no, not that. That's early. Sorry. I hate I showed you that because I don't want you to say it yet. The New York Times, why Pelosi's visit to Taiwan is utterly reckless. Well, who owns the New York Times? Are they in bed with China, right? So Democrats are historically in bed with China. They're, funded by the CCP and those sort of things. We'll kind of go into that shortly, but we know that. LeBron James, John Cena, all these athletes and actors getting paid by China. But what I will say though is that Pelosi is not on our side. She's a narcissist. She's evil, and but she did call China's bluff, right? I mean, she literally told them "F you," right? She single-handedly just told China to go to hell. So I will give her that. Joe Biden had asked her not to go. General Chai Millie asked her not to go as well. And so, all the Chinese owned Democrat, U.S. news media papers condemned her. And again, like I said, the New York Times said, that about her. But China was posturing, they were saber rattling and, threatening us. They're now doing military exercises around Taiwan to waste ammo. I mean, what? No one cares, But they're doing live fire exercises or what have you. So, what I mean, do we know that anything could transpire? We don't know. Things could still transpire from this because they may see that the world sees them as weak. Maybe they're going to try to take Taiwan, right? So we don't know what's going to happen in the coming days. We'll see. But as of right now, they look weak. Pelosi, Nancy, could you imagine Nancy Pelosi making you look weak? Like it's wild, right? And so I guess what is the real reason why she went? Let's talk about that because it's not for the Taiwanese people. Let's get real. A few things to note. Her husband is going on trial for DUI. And at the last minute, midnight last night, I think it was, the judge got swapped to somebody in his favor. So obviously these people have power. These are elites. These politicians, they have power. They know people. They have money. And so they can make things happen. So it's also being said he's involved in insider trading. All politicians are, come on. And that he's investing knowing things that are going to go into law that could benefit them. And but like I said, trust me, all your favorite politicians, all your conservative politicians are doing the same thing. Republicans and Democrats do this. This is how they get rich. How do you think Lindsey Graham got rich? How do you think people that go from being nobody going into politics and then all of a sudden they're a millionaire, right? Because you don't make a lot of money in these positions, right? So isn't it odd that the House just approved $52 billion to help chip manufacturers bill? $52 billion. Now, we doing this know that what this bill entails, that Taiwan produces 80%, I think it may be more, but at least 80% or 90% of the world's semiconductors. So we are just approved a bill to relocate to domestic manufacturing, right? So do you not think that Taiwan plays a role in this, right? So Nancy did not have much time in Taiwan. She was not there very long. Let me answer. Jonathan, what's my thought on 80 billion going to IRS to mass audit the middle class as part of the Inflation Reduction Act? Man, honestly, it's probably just something to attack conservatives, political, trying to politically, oppress people. But anyway, they plan. So Pelosi did not have much time to spare in Taiwan, but she made sure to meet with the island's most important business leader, Mark Liu, who is the chairman of the Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing Company, which is TSMC, the world's biggest chip maker. She included Liu on her short list because a good reason. TSMC is the world's most valuable semiconductor manufacturing company with $426 billion market cap. Did you hear me? The firm produces the most cutting-edge chips, making semiconductors that Americans depend on every day to power their iPhones, medical equipment, and fighter jets, right? So, no surprise. I knew this. I didn't even have to look this up to know this. Like, I knew this. Like, I knew there was some kind of monetary benefit that she would be going there, right? Nelson, thanks, man. He's saying, "Oh, for sure for the primary coming up." Not. No, I don't think so. But it's not even that serious. It's more about money, like it always is. So during the meeting, Liu and Pelosi discussed the U.S. recently passed CHIPS and Science Act, according to Taiwanese media. Right? You're not hearing that here. They're not saying that here. They don't want you Americans to know that. They want you to pay attention to the dumb stuff that's going on here. Arguing over CRT, abortion, all this other stuff. Right? They not the serious money moves they're making. They want you to argue over these things. That's why they throw this kind of stuff out there, the gender things and all this kind of stuff to you. So you argue and bicker over this stuff while they're making money moves to make themselves millionaires behind the scenes. Right? They don't want you to pay attention to the real stuff. This new legislation includes $52 billion in support in chip making in the U.S. TSMC will be likely among its beneficiaries with a $12 billion chip factory they're going to build in Arizona. So the guy she went and met in Taiwan, the main reason she went, let's be real, to get his plant moved here because they needed talent. That's one thing they said. They need the talent. We don't know how to do it, so we got to import the talent. These people all get visas and that they'll all become Democrat voters, and they're going to get $12 billion. Well, in the U.S., TSMC's largest market with U.S. buyers makes up 64% of total sales of the year. So we buy 64% of their product anyway. So that's guaranteed money. That's guaranteed immediately. So from 2 years ago, it was 60%. Most of the chip sales, 1/4 of it goes to Apple alone. Apple, we're going to come back to Apple. So she will, in turn, invest in these companies, right? Not that, sorry. She will in turn invest in these companies and through her husband and make more millions of dollars. And all her friends, the Democrats and some Republicans, they'll all invest and make the money, right? She cares as much about the Taiwanese people as Democrats do about Black Americans, which is basically nothing. They use Black Americans to get votes by saying that the right things and demonizing their opposition, saying Republicans are racist and this sort of things. But it's kind of like this: if we go to war over microchips, kind of like going to a war over oil money, and politicians profiteering off of it, profiteering off weapons manufacturing, right? Halliburton and all these guys, the Cheneys. It really changed my mind the past few years about serving in the military, and the people that serve in the military and how, I'm no different. I believed that I was doing the greater good, but what I was is a useful idiot for these politicians, right? But again, she went for her own selfish reason. But the good thing is that she simultaneously smoked out China. So, I'm happy about that. Well, at least as of now, they could still pull something. They may think, oh man, we look weak, we got to do something. But whatever, I saw that Jordan Peterson actually kind of talked about these things a few days ago, where he said that, and I've been thinking this and saying this. I actually replied this by I seen Jordan Peterson. I replied to a comment to a lady yesterday, but I saw that Jordan Peterson kind of said the same thing along the same lines that I'm thinking is that the CCP, Communist Chinese Party, the WHO, the World Health Organization, and the World Economic Forum, they all want the same thing. Now, are they allies? Not necessarily, but they all want the same thing: world domination. That's what they want. Check out this clip here.
Consider Taiwan's membership. Hello?
Sorry, I can't hear. I couldn't hear your question.
Okay, yeah. Let me repeat the question.
No, that's okay. Let's move to another one then.
Right, because I'm actually curious on talking about Taiwan as well, on Taiwan's case.
So that was Bruce Alward, and he is an advisor for the World Health Organization. When he was asked 2 years ago about Taiwan joining the World Health Organization, he had like he didn't hear the question. And then when she asked again, he hung up because he don't want to offend his ally. Now they're not in cahoots, they're not planning this together, but they are allies because they want the same thing. It's kind of like your enemy of the enemy as a friend. And so we saw through the pandemic how the World Health Organization pretty much controlled the world, right? They saw the power they could attain. This is what they wanted all along. We got guys like Bill Gates and stuff like that involved in these sort of things, and all these elites and celebrities and tech giants involved in these in these organizations that are not elected. They're not elected officials. They're just elites, and they're trying to make world decisions because they want to control. They want one totalitarian government, and not elected government. Like they put themselves in charge, right? This week, the World Health Organization, which should not have a say-so in anything, asked social tech companies to begin silencing social media influencers on monkeypox. Just like that we saw during the pandemic, how they would silence people, deplatform people on social media about talking about the COVID. You know, I showed a clip a few months ago, maybe 2 months ago, of the YouTube CEO saying that they would show you having less views, less followers than what you have to try to demoralize influencers from posting certain content, right? It's funny because we get emails every month showing like your subscriber gain, and you know, like it'd be, you know, oh, you gained, you know, 5,700 followers, and then but our numbers hadn't moved. You know what I mean? So, but not only did that work during the pandemic, it also rolled over into the 2020 elections because we saw conservative voices being deplatformed, conservative voices being shadow banned. Anyone that opposed the elites, anyone who opposed the evil people, right? And so you see that Joe Biden and Kamala Harris aren't evil geniuses. I mean, Joe can barely put together a coherent sentence unless he's amped up on designer drugs that they give him. You know, like the clip I showed that I said could have been a CGI, but I think he's just really amped up on some kind of drugs. Guy that was a dentist actually commented and said that his teeth were the same. Like he'd been a dentist for like 30 years or something. He noticed the teeth were the same, and he said it's hard to replicate. And so and he said he believed he was amped up on some kind of designer drugs, you know, some kind of amphetamines. They're amping him up. He's just a puppet. Kamala's just useless. I mean, her speeches, while coherent, are just as bad. But all these people are just useful idiots. And all the politicians and celebrities, the government agencies, they're all idiots. The things they do are dumb. They're not masterminds. Most of them are stupid, but they're self-serving. They want power and they want to be rich. And the real masterminds know this, and they know how to play it, and they know how to play them like puppets, right? The WEF, the World Health Organization, and the CCP. I'm sure that the CCP has been up to this American division tactics for a long time, feminizing men and these sort of things. These are the real evil people. These are the people that say that you'll own nothing and you'll be happy. These are the people who say that you'll eat crickets instead of meat, right? A pound of grasshoppers is 3 times as nutritious as a pound of beef. The moral of the story is do not under any circumstances let them take away your guns. I'm not eating crickets. But that's why they want to disarm you, because while they'll say that you don't have a chance against nuclear weapons or fighter jets, they know better. They know better than that. They know that it will be the fight that they don't want. This is 3D chess, guys. I always talk about this. Like these guys are these real people, not the Democrats, not these folks that are, you know, the puppets. The real masterminds have been doing this for a long time, probably 20 years or more. This article right here from The Atlantic. This is 3D chess, guys. Look at this article. My first gay orgy. Straight men are in a unique position to end the stigma surrounding monkeypox. So there's basically in this article insinuating straight men should go join gay orgies to end the stigma of monkeypox. The Atlantic. Who owns The Atlantic, you may ask? Well, Lauren Powell Jobs does, the widow of Steve Jobs. Why would she post an article like this? Well, because she's in bed with China. Like right here, she was hired to shield for the Olympics. They paid her sports management company owned by Apple heirs, Lauren Powell Jobs, as a broad public relations campaign for Beijing Olympics. So she knows this feminization of men, where you're not a warfighter anymore, to feminize the populace, to destroy men. And I talk about this all the time. I actually did a video a few months ago how this has been going on for a long time, lowering men's testosterone. Thanks, Mike. You're the swamp trim limits for all politicians, no doubt. But in that video, I talk about how they've been doing this, feeding us plastic, these estrogen components they put in our food to make us lose our testosterone, to decrease the estrogen. If I pump you full of estrogen, you're going to start liking dudes, right? That's what they're trying to do, weaken you, make you docile. She's part of their team. We have lots of Americans that are part of the team because of money. They're willing to sell America out for money, right? A lot of you probably woke up yesterday and realized that you were now on some kind of FBI watch list because you joined some kind of online internet group. Um, that sounded glowy as hell. I said that out the gate. People are asking me, well, what do you think about this group? I'm going to join. I said it in the video 2 years ago. I said I'd never join this group. But anyway, the FBI revealed violent extremist indicator list. And man, dude, that's all my t-shirt designs right there. Even like statements like do not comply, all these sort of things, right? All the imagery. This is American history, guys. These are pieces of American history. We got the Gadsden flag. We got the Tree of Liberty. Come and take it. All these American flags, Betsy Ross flag. They're literally saying that this is extremism. Our American history is now extremism. Is that not unbelievable? Tell me how unbelievable it is. John, thanks, man. Tell me how unbelievable this is. This is all America. I mean, I put this on t-shirts. I got one on right now, for crying out loud. Am I extremist because I love America? Am I extremist because I don't want to be ruled by tyranny? But you know what you don't see on the list? You don't see BLM. You don't see Antifa. You don't see Jane's Revenge. People that actually kill police officers, who burn down businesses. You don't see those organizations on here. You don't see their symbolism, right? Because why? They're targeting people who love America. They're targeting people who love the history of America and where we came from and the people that fought against tyranny. They're saying that's bad. You should just comply. Why would saying do not comply be a extremist, violent saying? Because I don't want to comply to the BS. This is the thing, guys. I tell you, because we oppose eating crickets. We oppose the fake utopia that they want. They want for us. That it's actually for them. They just want to make us slaves, and demonizing American imagery and symbolism. So, the thing is that I really just think it's only going to get worse. I mean, it's only going to get worse from here. But truthfully, if there's no better time to band together, Daniel, thanks, man. The Chinese are teaching the cartels to cook up fentanyl pills. I'm sure. Who knows what it is? Mark, thanks, man. We're all on the list. Makes integrity. Yeah, we probably are. We probably are. We got to watch our steps, right? Because we're being watched. So with that, guys, what I think, I'm trying to think about how we can do this. How can we network? How can we make sure we stay in contact? How can, we do this, right? In a way that you're not on some kind of list, right? There's no organization truly. I said in the video that I said 2 years ago that I'm in the group that has no name, right? So my thought is we have a trial, we have a join. We can join this YouTube channel where you join. I'm going to put the link down below. It's down below in every video, but go join that link. And so what I'm thinking is that how we do this is that because this is already here. This platform's already here. If I go create another platform, it could be infiltrated. This is just a YouTube channel. This is nothing. This is nothing more than networking, me talking to you on videos, right? This is nothing more than that. But go join the group. I have different levels. And with that, I don't want your information. I don't even want your name. I just want to be able to contact you and speak to you when I need to, when I can guide you, tell you what I think, and maybe tell you, hey man, let's set up a meet up here in this region. Let's set up one here. Hey man, this guy's going to run this area, and small network groups. We can use this as a network group to network with each other. Maybe I do some one-on-one calls, but this ain't a group. This is just a YouTube channel. You know what I'm saying? It's not a group. I'm not making anything up. This is just a YouTube channel. Just a membership for a YouTube channel. And but I'm going to figure out this, and I'm going to figure out, because anything's possible, anything can happen, and I don't want to wait anymore. I've been trying to figure this out and figure out a way to do it, but I don't want to wait anymore. I don't want to wait another day just in case, because we don't know what tomorrow holds, and I don't want to wait another day to do this. And I want to be able to talk to you guys. Yeah, that's right. That's what I'm saying. Ian, thanks, man. So, but if anything, today, this stuff, it shows me it's needed. We have to have this network. We have to get it going. And but we need numbers, though. We need numbers. We need to scale it. We need to scale it big, right? Like how I said, we'll use this as the way to get it together, but we'll network a different way. We'll do it in small groups. Yeah, secret handshakes and all those sort of things. So I'll put the link below. It'll say join the group. Join the group. We'll figure it out. And at least we can network that way, because those chats are private. They're in a separate area. Regular people can't see it. Regular people can't see the videos, these sort of things. And we've already been 26 minutes into this video. So anyway, we can get that set up. So Fred had a good idea, and that's a good idea, Fred. Maybe it's something off the kind of off, something different. Something different. Randall join. Glad to have you, Randall. Let's build this thing, because then we can, yeah, secret decoder rings. Because when we do this, then we can set up people in different areas. They can network with each other. HE, thanks, buddy. The military industrial complex is out of control. Stay strong, everyone. Take care of each other, your families, communities. God bless. Yeah. Mark, who will lead? Well, you know, the thing is that how I think it should be is that we network, and then, you know, everybody, I mean, you have your own people that you vet your own people. Medium, thanks, man. You network your own people, and you get your own people. That way you trust them. These are people you know your whole life, but you get them to join too, and get them in here, and we can set it up. All right, guys. I do appreciate you. Yeah. Yeah. Mark Fellows dropped tonight. Thanks, buddy. Thank you. But my main thing is having a way that we know without a doubt. Yeah, it's in the description. It says join. I'll just put join the group with the link. And that way, because we can do private videos on there, talk amongst each other on there, where it's not in the space of everybody on social media. You can't just roll up and see it. Anyway, I just think that build like networking units in different areas, no doubt. Anyhow, guys, I think it's a lot to think about. When you look at what I'm saying, though, about the government, these politicians, whether right or left, none of these people are. Thanks, man. I don't even know what Telegram is. Somebody said. I don't know what Telegram is. But the thing is like looking at these people that are saying they're doing things in your best interest. They put up a fight on a show on camera. You'll see Lindsey Graham go put up on a show, and then the next thing you know, he's signing a bill completely different than what he just acted like on TV. You know what I mean? So anyway, links below, guys. I'll put the link below. Join. That way we can do private videos with you guys and stuff like that. Private lives, those sort of things. Somebody said some YouTubers could be just fake. Yeah, it's true, but that's anywhere. I mean, that's anywhere. Anyhow, guys, I do appreciate you hanging out with me tonight. Thanks for tuning in. Go let me know your thoughts about the semiconductor deal, the Atlantic article, the feminization of men. Let me know your thoughts on all these things. Anyhow, guys, go join the group. Appreciate you hanging out with me tonight. Make sure to stay frosty, stay strapped, stay dangerous. The commies are out there.